Hi everyone, welcome back to the lesson 2 of my new Python for Finance tutorial series. So in the last video, we were using web scrapings to capture the data from Yahoo Finance page. But as mentioned in the last video, you can change it to whatever website you want, as long as the website did not block you out. So in this video, we will complete the revisions, we will complete the recap on how we can capture and download the live data from different websites and store them in a CSV file for any applications later. So I will show you how to capture more information from the web page and show you how to perform web scrapings for multiple stocks. So finally, we will store them into a usable format for technical analysis and also the data visualizations. So let's go ahead and let's get started. As mentioned before, I already showed you how to capture the price and price change by using the web scrapings in the Yahoo Finance page. So we are going to capture more information from the same page. So we continue to use the same functions that we developed last time to capture all the spend inside this web content. So web content, we are going to pass another class path into it that contains the spends that we want to have. So that is the volume for this time. So we are going to check whether there's some information inside the spans. So if that is not equals to null, so we are going to create a for loop into it and enumerate the paths. So the information is that the volume informations is just next to a text volume. So that means if the volume equals to volume, we are going to put the volume equals to that particular spans plus 1. That is the next one, next span for that. So else, just in case if there's nothing in this web contents div, so we are going to pass a null value back to it. Okay. The next thing that we would like to capture is the pattern. That pattern means that there's a Yahoo technical analysis that states whether the stock is bearish, bullish, or neutral. So we also would like to capture that that information. So we are going to say assign pattern with the use of the web content div functions. So web content and another class path that contains that pattern information. So we are going to try it. If there's any information inside these patterns, please show me the patterns. So except that we are going to handle the index error just in case if there is any missing information or cannot locate that web content div. So we are going to cater this index error and pass the information as null value. And finally, we are going to give capture another informations. That information is the 1 year's target. So here we pass the web content information with another path, and then if text is not equal to now. So again, for can't target in enumerate in this test. So if the span is called 1 year target estimate, and then the 1 year target is equals to Texas can't plus 1. So else the 1 year target is equals to null. So we just check whether the span is the name of that span or the strings of that span is equals to this 1 year target estimate, and then the next span will contains the 1 year target. So we just use the count plus 1 to capture the span information. And finally, if there's any connection error, we need to cater that as well. So we are going to pass the volume, the latest pattern, the 1 year target, and then or no if there is any connection error. Oops. So here we also would like to return all this information. And that's it for this part to capture a few more information from the same finance.yahoo.com page. So what we need to do now is to go to the website and find out the information that you would like to capture and right click it and inspect the informations to get the correct diff class path. So just like what we did in the last time, we capture the value, we capture the changes, and for this time we are going to capture the volume, we are going to capture the 1 year target estimate, and also we are going to capture the technical analysis done by Yahoo, but I'm not quite sure whether Yahoo take it out, because previously there is a technical analysis, short-term technical analysis right here staying bearish, bullish, or neutral in terms of the short-term trading, short-term period. So just in case if it's gone, so just ignore the code, but the code should verify without this technical analysis, because as long as you put everything under the try and accept function, and then it can handle this index error. So so in the for loop that I built in the code, mainly because when we use the for loop, and then when inside the for loop we see there's a cell with span called volume, we are going to capture the information in the next span. So that is these figures, just like the 1 year's target estimate. If we find this 1 year target estimate strength, and then we are going to find the next span of it to capture the 1 year target estimate. So let's take a look to see how we can capture the diff for this class path. So right click, inspect, and you can see that the span right here have that volume value. So again, we just go up to get the outer diff, and that should be, yep, should be this one. And so we just copy this path and put it back into the code. Similarly, for the 1 year target estimate, we can right click and inspect, and you can see that we already have the value right here. So what we are going to do is to again find out the diff, and should be this one, and then we copy this class path and then put it back into the code. So we copy the code. The first code is for the volume. Here we go. It's for the volume. And then the second class path is for the technical analysis done by Yahoo. So I'm going to copy that. Just friendly reminders if Yahoo already taken it out, so just ignore these functions or just leave it right there, so everything should work very fine. So the last pass is the last path is the 1 year estimate. So again, we just copy everything right here, make sure everything is correct, and that's it. So right now we can capture more information from a particular stock. So let's take a look to see whether there's any typo. Okay, very good. It works very well. This is the price. This is the price changes. This is the volume. This is the latest patterns. Because Yahoo take it out, so it just gives you a null value, and this is the 1 year target estimates. So all the informations are here. So what we need to do next is to build a to capture multiple stock. So we are going to build a while loop and store everything back to the CSV file. So we have the price, we have the column, and then we have the timestamp. First of all, we need to pass the current informations to it, and then it depends on where you are living. I'm living in Hong Kong, so the hours difference between Hong Kong and US is about 13 hours. So I just use a time delta to minus to use the current time minus the time delta. That means 13 hours. So this is the timestamp, and we are going to use a brief time function to give a particular format to it, and that is the %y, %month, %day, %hour, %m, %s. So we provide a specific format to it, that is the year, month, day, hour, minutes, and second. So we are going to create a for loop so that we can do it on a multiple stock. First of all, we have all this thing: price change, volumes, latest patterns, 1 year target. From the function called real-time price stock, real-time price, we're going to pass the stock code inside it. So inside this stock, we are going to use for loops to loop every single stock and build capture the information for it. So right now we have the price change, volume, latest patterns, 1 year targets, and etc. So we are going to price append the first of all the stock price for it. So this is the stock price. I better change it. And then the price, maybe better to change it to the information, or the stock information, something like that. Yep, I guess it's much clearer. So, and then we're going to extend it, put it under the same row for the changes. Similarly, we are going to extend it with the volume, and then extend for the latest pattern, and extend the 1 year target. So we have we capture all the informations under this information. We are going to pass everything into the timestamp, into this one of the time column. So column dot extend, we're going to put them, stack them together, put them together side by side. So we are going to extend the info, should be, yep. Column dot extend the info, extend, and put everything into a data frame, and that's the column. So, and then we're going to transpose them into a row and save them to a CSV file, and we just give a file names to save it that contains the informations for the in the timestamp that contains the year, month, and date. 10 should be 10. Yep, should be 10 characters, and then plus whatever name you would like to have. I just have the stock data doc CSV, and the mode is the pen mode, so give an A to it, and we don't have any header. So just in case if you would like to pass these information as a pass this stock information as the header, you can actually put it back into the data frame. But I do not want to do that because I will pass these informations later on in the in another program. So here I would like to print out all these informations to see what we have. So yes, that's it for this part. So what I'm going to do is to put a few more stock. Say for example, PayPal, Twitter, Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Facebook, Google. So let's run it to see if we have any typo, or just make sure it works well. Okay, we have a typo right here. We forget the close the backend. Yep. So print it, see whether it works. Good, it works very nice. You can see all the information for the first stock, the second information for the next stock, and so, and it keeps running because of we use the a while loop for it. So actually you can schedule the times to run this program whenever you want. So so that's it for this part. I hope you enjoyed it. Right now the data are stored in CSV file and it's in a usable format. So in the next video, we will build our live stock platform for technical analysis and also data visualizations. So see you in the next video.